Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel, I'll be providing some stock analysis and also an update on our $1 million challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is to try to achieve 201 trades and each with a return of an average of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. Further details and information about how to join us on this challenge so far in the description below. In the previous video, we looked at 5 excellent stocks to buy the dip, so please refer back to the previous video for the description of the 5 stocks which currently are at a great buy price. In today's video, we're also going to be looking at 5 stocks which could be potentially great stocks to hold in at time of current unstable conditions with regard to the situation in Ukraine. So stay tuned for the 5 stocks to hold for that. We're also going to do an update on ticker symbol MMAT. So before we do that, let's have a quick look at what's happening in the market. So this is a quick headline here on the screen from the Wall Street Journal from today, and we can see the good news is stocks did recover after the new Russian sanctions were announced. The invasion initially sent stocks lower. Oil went at one point well over $100 a barrel, and eventually we saw a good recovery in the S&P 500 as well as the Nasdaq. So in terms of a quick summary, Biden unveiled some new sanctions on Russia due to the Ukraine attack. Biden also stated that the US and its partners are working on a global oil reserve release scheme, so this is going to help them to maintain the supply of oil in difficult times. And we can also see that Brent and WTI did hit its highest level since 2014. At one point we saw oil, as stated previously, well in excess of $100. I think it's now settled below $100. And finally, there are rumours that buyers of Russian oil are going to potentially struggle with bank guarantees due to impending sanctions. Let's now start by having a look at ticker symbol MMAT. Metamaterials is a stock that has been featured a few times on the channel. So we're going to start by having a look at the chart for today. And the good news is, in difficult market conditions and difficult trading conditions, we can see that MMAT today finished in the green, and it was up a very healthy 12.03%, closing at $1.77. At market open it did go down, and at one point it was trading at $1.44. So great news here in terms of the stock. So what could be the potential reasons for a good green day today? So the first thing we can speculate on is with regard to the situation with Russia and Ukraine. In terms of Metamaterials, the company have stated that they have the ability to make chips without the use of rare earth materials. The company have also stated that the technology and the patents and the potential as a company that they have can be used in terms of applications towards the military sector and also applications towards the health sector. So this is something that is certainly positive. This is something also that can give the company a great catalyst going forward in terms of the share price. Unfortunately, the trading conditions overall in the market are good, but in terms of potential for Metamaterials in the defense and military applications, that is something that they have stated that they are able to do. Second thing I'd like to look at is with regard to the situation regarding oil and also natural gas. We know that Russia controls a huge amount of natural gas and also oil. Russia is also responsible for supplying a significant amount of Europe with natural gas. So this is something that is right now a delicate situation. We're looking at the US potentially imposing sanctions, and potentially there could be restrictions on Russia's ability to sell oil and gas going forward. So how does this affect our company? So in terms of Meta has a responsibility to sell the assets of the previous Torchlight Energy. These assets include oil and gas, as we know, and these assets, once sold, are going to contribute to the special dividend in terms of return for the pre-holders of MMTLP. So what does this mean for us? This potentially means valuation of assets should be a significantly higher premium. In terms of potential buyers, if a potential buyer can now be sold, I'm sure the valuation of the assets will be significantly higher, especially as oil just broke the $100 mark shortly. So potentially this is also another good reason why we could be seeing positive sentiment in MMAT as well as MMTLP. And the final positive catalyst I think could be giving good news with regard to the stock right now is the announcement of earnings. On the screen here we can see that the breaking news from Access Wire was the announcement that Metamaterials is going to release quarterly for 2021 results. And what's also interesting and positive here is they've also announced a shareholder Q&A platform. So I'm hoping there's a lot more A than Q. So certainly investors are looking for a significant amount of answers. So we have a date here. The date is Wednesday, March the 2nd, 2022, and this is going to be at 11 a.m. Eastern time. So good news here, potentially good news in terms of what can we expect from these earnings. Again, I don't expect a significant amount of revenue. I don't expect any profit, but what I do expect is potentially some answers, potentially some news release, and also some information with regard to potential plans for the company going forward. And I think what all investors are looking for is a statement with regard to the special dividend. The company did say it's going to happen in March. We are going to get news in March. So this meeting is the 1st of March, although it's not necessary they can give us information on the 1st of March. They could wait longer, but certainly is an opportunity to get some information. So hopefully we get some good news. And for the final part of the video, I'm going to share with you 5 stocks to hold in times of war. So we do know that this potential situation with Russia and Ukraine could drag on potentially for weeks, and who knows, it could go on for months. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it does end very, very quickly and we get some kind of a negotiated settlement. But in terms of the current volatile and difficult situation, many stocks will go down. But let's have a look at 5 stocks that could potentially be more safer stocks to hold in these difficult trading conditions. The first one is ticker symbol SGLN. So on the screen here we can see at time of editing right now, close of market, this was up close to 2%. So this stock is with regard to gold. Gold is something that generally does well in difficult times. It does well in times of inflation. It also does well in times of war. And one of the reasons why gold does well is because it's seen as something safe and something secure. In times of inflation, it's always very, very risky to carry cash or hold cash, especially also notes and coins. But with regard to gold, that's also seen as a good, positive, safe alternative. The second ticker we want to look at is ticker symbol UVXY. This is not a company, this is an ETF, and it's actually something that offers daily leverage exposure to short-term VIX futures. It's designed to capture the volatility of the S&P 500 in a commodity pool wrapper. So this is not something that you hold generally for a long-term investment. It's something that you would trade more in the short term. And it's usually something more suitable in difficult trading conditions like a war, in terms of what's happening right now. So let's have a look at the chart for UVXY right now in terms of what's happening. Let's now have a look at the 5-day chart for UVXY. So on the screen here we can see over the 5 days this stock is up in excess of 16%, so certainly done well over the previous 5 days. In terms of close of play today, it was down just in excess of 2%. We did see a positive recovery in the market towards the end of the day, but we can also see prior to the recovery in the market, this stock was trading in excess of $20. But if the situation is going to deteriorate, certainly UVXY is one stock to keep an eye on. The third stock that I think is certainly good to put on your watch list in difficult trading conditions, and this is ticker symbol TLW, also known as Tula Oil. This is a stock that I have traded on a number of occasions, and you'll see here very recently this stock was trading in excess of $60. It has come down. There was a great buying opportunity when it was trading just very shortly around about $47. So today we can see the stock was up in excess of 3.64%, closing at 52.42 pence. But in terms of going forward and the potential for this, certainly it has the potential to break 60 pence again, especially when we're seeing increases in the value of oil. So ticker symbol TLW, one to add for your watch list. And the fourth stock to add to your watch list is ticker symbol BRNT. And again, this is a stock that was first shared in the Discord. So to get advanced notification of stocks to hold in difficult trading conditions, and also for live notifications, join us in our Discord from as little as $9 a month. So let's have a look at the chart for ticker symbol BRNT. On the screen here, we can see that this generally mirrors the price of Brent crude oil. So over the previous 5 days, this stock is up in excess of 11%, and just today it was up in excess of 5%. And ticker symbol BRNT is also a great stock to add to your watch list and in your portfolio also for the long term. So if you check this stock out over the long term, it's always given great returns. Ticker symbol BRNT. And the final stock I'd like to bring to your attention is ticker symbol MRO, also known as Marathon Oil Corporation. So on the screen here, I'm sharing with you the 1 month chart. So over the previous month, this stock is up in excess of 8%. So comparatively, compared to many of the other stocks that are over the previous month in terms of the whole market have gone down quite significantly, but ticker symbol MRO has gone the opposite way. So this is something that is finishing in the green over the previous month. Today it's finished around about level, trading at $21.43. So with this stock being an oil stock, certainly in terms of the difficult trading conditions right now, could be one to certainly put on your watch list. Ticker symbol MRO. And finally, in order to receive our weekly watch list as well as our daily stock alerts, which are released before market open every day in our Discord, you can join us from as little as $9 a month. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.